Hi guys, and welcome back to the Shadow Work Mastermind. This is Lo, and today we're going to be talking about cleaning your feet between levels. And this is going to be roughly the end of this full concept of the spider web concept of how the universe works. And essentially what we're going to be talking about is as you walk with this spider web that is connected to you over the overarching spider webs of the groups that you're associated with and the world at large itself, you start to get these little balls of webs, these attachments to other people, these things that you thought you let go of that are still attached to your feet. And during these level ups, you have to cleanse out this energy. You have to cleanse your feet. And once you climb that level, you have to clean yourself. You have to rest. And then it's time to pick yourself up and start learning about your environment before you start moving with a destination. Okay? So this is usually the time where we set a bunch of goals and we finally achieve that goal at the very top of our list. And then we say, what am I going to do next? This is the area where you clean your feet. You look around and you say, is there any shadow work that needs to be done? Is there any body that I let go of that's still kind of lingering in my life or still kind of pulling on my energy? Is there any information that I left behind that I need to understand? Are there any lessons that I need to make sure that I fully understand what I experienced and how to apply it so that I don't experience that again without creating negative experiences in the future, which low-key means getting rid of resentment. Okay, forgiving people for what they did or didn't do or how they acted or didn't act, whatever, and just releasing that out of your life. Not carrying those things with you so that as you move, you're not pulling the past into your present, but you are pulling new things and new experiences into your present. Now, this is both an easy idea and a hard concept because it's not always clear about how to do it, but the steps are very, very simple. Okay? It's just the internal work that takes place can sometimes be like a jigsaw puzzle. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to talk about is physically cleansing our vessel. Okay, so this is going to be through saging. This is going to be through sleeping adequately. This is going to be through detoxing, drinking lots and lots of water, sometimes even doing water fast. This can also be done, which is my preferred way, is to do a spiritual bath. And this for me, whenever I do a cleansing bath, okay, this isn't for every bath, but just when you do a cleansing bath, you want to make sure that you thoroughly scrub your body before getting off the bath and you wipe yourself with a towel, because what you're saying is, I came into this bath to cleanse myself and I'm leaving anything that no longer serves me in this water. Okay, so you're going to vigorously clean yourself in the bath. You're going to wipe it off, right? Wipe it off. And then we're going to get out. And then we're going to wipe it off. Okay, then air dry. Air drying is just good for your body, but I just want to make sure you wipe it off. Okay, you wipe off all the moisture, all the water, and think of this as me wiping off anything that no longer serves me, anything that doesn't feel good to me, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now that we have this out of the way, now you have these ideas of how you can cleanse yourself. What else is required? Okay. So sometimes there's people, in your life that you kind of need to get rid of, okay? There are people who've been lingering. Maybe you haven't talked to them and you just talk to them maybe once a month or once a quarter, and they kind of just come in and out of your life, but you know, I don't want to be around this person long term. I could barely stand to be around this person more than 5 minutes. It's time. It's time to just go ahead and end that connection, whether that's a lover or a friend or whomever. It's time to just sever the ties, because when you sever it, either energetically or verbally, which is best, okay, and you just tell them, hey, I don't think this is working out. You know, I think we're going to separate ways, and I have loved every single moment of our friendship, but I just need a new start, and I don't see you in that start. And that's a rough thing to say to somebody that you care about, but sometimes that's what needs to be said. Other times we know that people won't be able to receive us in the way that we wish they would. So then we have to sever those ties spiritually and remove ourselves from the situation. Either way, these people cannot seep and stick back into your life. They are forever removed. You have untied those strong bonds that we talked about before in the spiderweb concept. You have unraveled that bond and you have released them from your contract. That is what that is, okay? And now that we've fully done that, they're no longer tugging on your energy, and you're no longer receiving whatever negative energy they're feeling about how they're perceiving your relationship to be, right? And you're no longer sending them energy based on how you feel about them or how you wish they would be a certain way, or your negative feelings about them or your positive feelings about them. Your energy is then given back. Now, there is a slight thing that we need to talk about here, which is energy rebound. Okay? And when we talk about energy rebound, what we're really saying is when you unsever a bond, and say, for example, this person is like an energy vampire or a narcissist, and you sever that bond, all the energy that they have leached from you without your permission, it's going to rebound them really hard. And all of the energy that they've taken from you will be restored back to you like whiplash. And it's going to feel bad, okay? It's going to feel bad for you and them, but yours is going to be pretty much short-lived, because what you essentially will have to do is learn how to hone your energy without giving it away again. Because if someone's been stealing your energy, it means that you allowed it because you didn't know how to protect yourself, or you didn't see it up front. But that person knew what they were doing, so they get instant karma backlash, because now that you know your value, your purpose, your energy, you now call all of that back to you, but now you have to learn how to hold it. You have to learn how not to give it away to the next person just like them that came into your life. You have to learn how to use it for your benefit, and how to procreate it within yourself, and how to empower yourself with that energy versus suppressing or depressing yourself with that energy, or oppressing yourself. When that happens, you kind of will see people go into like a bounce. Like you'll see them go where it was like super good, and then they'll bank, which means it'll be like they whip back, which means they may have a negative experience. They may say, for example, you are a lover, right? This person may rebound into a relationship that's not really good for them, but is very similar to you. That allows them to work through that energy. But once they have done that, they're able to come out to equilibrium, and they may not need that person anymore. Right? They may not need that relationship anymore. It was just for them to heal from that situation and to learn how to not do the things that they're going to do. Sometimes they do anyway. That's not your problem. They're just there to receive their lesson and their karma for the situation. Sometimes they learn from that, and sometimes they don't. That's not your issue. That's their lesson, right? So with you, you also get the same thing, but you get walked into someone, or say this is a love situation, right? So you'll get walked into someone who is better than the person before. So you'll get walked into a person who will teach you how to set boundaries, how to see what you're worth, how to appreciate who you are and what you're worth having, and your boundaries, and being okay with that, and teaching you parts of yourself that maybe you had thrown away a long time ago because of those people over there, right? So now you're starting to learn how to take yourself on, to heal yourself, to become whole. And this person was like the lay station, the patch bay, the person, the healer, okay, that put your ass back together so that you could understand how to move forward without recreating the situation that was with this person, right? But they might not be a mainstay. Sometimes this person is, but rarely they are. They're just a person to help you understand. And then you both disconnect. Y'all probably are in the same situation where you both came out of a negative experience. You heal each other, and then you part ways and go along your journey again, but now you're in a more healed place. This allows you to get back in trajectory and back in a mindset of positivity, which some of y'all might not have had for years, decades, etc. Some people haven't felt that way since they were a kid, and some people have never felt that way ever. But the fact of the matter is, this relationship allows you to align yourself into a more healthy trajectory, and then you're able to move with a different type of mindset about how love, people, and the way the world works, because love shapes our perception. So you can apply this to literally anything in the world, but I find love to be a very universal aspect to this.